Hello everyone, we're back on our channel with none other than Mark Harmon, the indispensable hero of NCIS. He carved his image into our hearts for almost 20 years as Leroy Jethro Gibbs. But behind the scenes of this adored television program, there are tales of intense backstage drama, secret secrets, and shocking decisions that no one could have predicted. Have you ever wondered what really transpired between Harmon and Polly Perret, who played the beloved character Abby Shaw? It seemed like a Mark Harmon's journey from small roles to the heights of fame on NCIS is a tale of tenacity and dedication. But after almost 20 years on the show, what drove this unwavering man to finally step away, raising concerns? A minor incident involving a dog biting a crew member sparked a series of serious conflicts that turned their once close on-screen bond into an icy relationship beyond repair. This clash not only had an impact on the show's production, but also left devoted fans with permanent wounds. Join us as we explore the untold side of Mark Harmon, from explosive behind-the-scenes tensions to the emotional turning points in his career and life. This journey will take you from jaw-dropping secrets to undeniable devotion. It's all waiting for you to discover Mark Harmon's journey to fame. And questions among the fan community: was it the unbreakable pressure or a desire to find peace with his family after years of relentless work? Although Harmon's path would change from a steady business career to the demanding world of entertainment in the 1970s, few would have predicted that he would take that step. Harmon started his career with a small but significant step, starring alongside his father in a Kellogg's Product 19 cereal commercial. Although it wasn't a particularly memorable role, it marked the beginning of his journey into the spotlight. Harmon's career was bolstered by family support. Especially, Harmon took advantage of every chance to further his career after his sister Kristen Nelson helped him land his first acting role in Aussie's Girls. Over the following few years, Harmon made appearances as a guest on a number of popular shows, including Adam 12 Policewoman and Emergency. These small roles helped him build a strong foundation in Hollywood. Like many young actors, Harmon may have worried that he would always be an unnoticed background character, but with perseverance and a commitment to improving his craft, Harmon gradually proved he was destined for the big screen. His first significant break came in 1977 when he received an Emmy nomination for his performance in Eleanor and Franklin in the White House years. This recognition demonstrated his ability to give his characters nuance and emotion. From there, Harmon continued to gain momentum, starring in a number of television shows like Centennial and motion pictures like Comes a Horseman and Beyond the Poseidon Adventure, bringing him closer and closer to his Hollywood dreams. However, no one could have predicted that Mark Harmon's greatest career milestone would arriving in 2003. Harmon was cast as Leroy Jethro Gibbs on NCIS. This opportunity was interesting because it happened by accident. Show creator Donald P. Belisario was impressed by Harmon's captivating portrayal of Secret Service agent Simon Donovan on The West Wing and asked him to play Gibbs. The role first arose in a few episodes of JAG before NCIS officially began, and Harmon made television history by giving Gibbs life. Gibbs was not just a resilient agent, he was a symbol of loyalty and dedication. Longtime fans undoubtedly recall the heartbreaking moments when Gibbs's past was revealed in Season 3, illuminating the reasons behind his guarded and stoic demeanor. The loss of his wife and daughter had turned Gibbs into a fortress, but it also made him a character many could deeply relate to. Harmon skillfully captured Gibbs's emotional depth by portraying him not only as a hardened Marine, but also as a vulnerable man who never abandoned his mission. Through the relationships he developed over the years at NCIS, Gibbs also made an impression on viewers. He was more than just a strict boss. He was a father figure to his team, particularly to members like Tony Denoto, Zia David, and Abby Shuto. Moments like Gibbs giving Tony loving head slaps or speaking to Abby in sign language revealed a special bond that was beyond description. Mark Harmon skillfully created a Gibbs that was rich in emotional depth and contrasts both rigid and vulnerable. In addition to chasing criminals, the reserved yet kind Gibbs went on a journey of healing, learning to trust people and occasionally breaking the law to protect those he loved. Over the course of 19 seasons, Gibbs changed, giving the character a sense of life and relatability. Hidden behind the glitz and glamour of one of television's most popular shows, NCIS, are tensions and conflicts between Mark Harmon and Polly Parrett, two main actors who once enthralled viewers with the warm and charming relationship between their characters Gibbs and Abby Suo. But few could have predicted that in real life, the relationship between these stars was anything but harmonious, to the extent that it even influenced how the show was filmed and produced. The conflict began in 2016 as a result of an incident that seemed minor but had serious repercussions. Mark Harmon, the lead actor and executive producer of NCIS, was used to having certain privileges on set, and he brought his dog with him. His beloved pit bull had existed previously, and most people were accustomed to its presence. But on this fateful day, the peace was destroyed when the dog unexpectedly attacked and bit a crew member, causing injuries that required 15 stitches. The tension on set quickly increased, and the crew's anxiety became evident. Polly Parrett, who played the beloved character Abby Scudo, expressed her worries, saying that she couldn't accept that her pet was so protective and considerate of others. Gibbs and Abby were shown as a close-knit, trusting couple on screen over the years, but off-screen, their relationship descended into a bitter conflict when Pet insisted that Harmon not bring his dog back. The risk of having a dog that had previously attacked someone on set made it difficult to stand up to someone as powerful as Mark Harmon. And the power dynamics between Harmon and Parrott added another layer of complexity to the situation. Unavoidable standoff, Harmon felt challenged and disrespected and refused to back down. The tension spread throughout the entire production, creating an uncomfortable atmosphere, but the necessity to ensure safety was unquestionable. Many crew members were afraid to speak up in front of someone as powerful as Harmon, so only Parrott, with her bravery and strong voice, stood up for her colleagues. The conflict escalated into a deep divide that was unbridgeable by Pet's final season on NCIS, when she and Harmon stopped filming scenes together. The production team had to reorganize schedules, edit scenes, and employ cunning strategies to prevent viewers from noticing the separation. But for keen observers, the warm bond between Gibbs and Abby was a distant memory. The story didn't end there. After departing NCIS in 2018, Polly Pet took to social media to post a series of tweets that caused a stir. She talked about physical assaults she had experienced and alluded to a powerful machine that had prevented her from speaking out. Although she didn't specifically mention Mark Harmon, it was obvious that she was referring to their unresolved conflict. Her tweets went viral, shocking fans and the media. The big question was what actually happened on the NCI set, where pictures of love and unity had once enthralled audiences all over the world. In response to mounting criticism, CBS released an official statement confirming that PET had expressed concerns about the work environment for more than a year. Mark Harmon's silence on the matter only fueled more speculation, leading people to wonder if the stars we loved on screen were as harmonious in real life as we thought. The drama that was developing added to the intrigue surrounding NCIS, turning the behind-the-scenes story into a mystery as compelling as the cases that Gibbs' team investigated. Prior to her departure, the network had taken these issues seriously, but could that acknowledgement ever truly heal the wounds she had suffered? Crucial to NCIS's success, making the show a favorite among millions of people worldwide. But Mark Harmon's story doesn't end with acrimonious arguments or revealed secrets. Rather, it includes pivotal moments of fortitude and a strong love for NCIS that saw him through hardships and emotional choices that ultimately forced him to bid farewell to the character that shaped his career. Let's examine the true reasons for Mark Harmon's departure and the inspirational path he continues to forge. Taking a look back at Mark Harmon's incredible journey as Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs, one cannot help but admire his endurance and commitment. When he first took on the role in 2003, few could have predicted that Gibbs would leave the show after nearly 2 decades of dedication and unrelenting effort. This decision not only left fans feeling a sense of loss, but it also marked a significant shift in Harmon's lengthy and emotional journey with the beloved crime series. Become a television icon, known for his fierce loyalty and strong personality. But after nearly 20 years, the GR Ring production schedule, heavy responsibilities, and the effects of aging caused the once tireless man to reevaluate. Harmon didn't leave because of controversies or a lack of passion, but rather because he was tired and wanted to put himself and his family first. Mark Harmon put up with long workdays, sometimes lasting up to 22 hours, in order to give Gibbs the emotional authenticity we saw on screen. Early seasons required Gibbs to make tremendous physical and mental sacrifices in order to ensure that the show maintained top quality. By the time he was approaching 70, Harmon realized that his health and family had to come first. But leaving a role he loved wasn't an easy decision. He had considered leaving in previous seasons, but his strong bonds with the cast and crew, whom he saw as a second family, kept him going. And as season 19 drew near, he knew it was time to end this significant chapter. Harmon's departure was not only a turning point in his life, but it also presented a significant challenge to the NCIS creative team. How could they remove Gibbs from the narrative without destroying almost 2 decades of character development? The writers came up with a considerate and appropriate farewell, in which Gibbs decides to stay in Alaska after finishing a mission in search of the peace he never really had. It wasn't just a farewell, though. It was also a sense of liberation, a last journey for Gibbs to finally live as his true self, Mark. Even though Harmon no longer frequently appears on screen, he maintains a special connection to NCIS as an executive producer and is involved in the upcoming prequel, NCIS Origins, which is scheduled to premiere in October 2024 and will explore Gibbs's early career days and his journey of grief after the murder of his wife and daughter. Interestingly, this project also features Harmon's son, Shan Harmon, as a character. Harmon felt that this ending honored the character and mirrored his own journey full of trials, but ultimately finding serenity. Producer adding a significant continuation to the family legacy. Mark Harmon may have ended his time as Gibbs, but his exit left a hole in the hearts of fans, as well as in the financial and creative landscape of NCIS. So, what happened after this iconic character left the show? Let's explore how the production team dealt with the financial difficulties that accompanied Harmon's departure. This behind-the-scenes look will keep you engrossed. It wasn't easy financially, as Harmon's departure caused major disruptions. Not only was he the show's biggest star, but he was also one of the highest-paid actors in television, earning over $500,000 per episode. Harmon's departure also had a significant impact on the show's financial and creative aspects. Losing Leroy Jethro Gibbs, the show's central character, was a huge challenge that forced the team to adapt quickly to maintain the show's long-standing appeal. Harmon's absence presented a significant creative challenge because he wasn't just the face of NCIS, he was the show's heart and soul, adding depth and vitality to the series and winning back fans who had followed Gibbs for almost 2 decades. However, his absence did not necessarily make things easier. Producers had to strategically reallocate funds to maintain the high production quality viewers had come to expect. Required daring creative actions to fill the gap. The authors had to reorganize the story, add new characters, and create gripping plots. One calculated move was casting Gary Cole as Alden Parker, a seasoned agent with a unique personality who avoided direct comparisons to Gibbs. However, it is still unclear if Parker will ever be able to fill the enormous void left by Harmon. In addition, the authors concentrated on developing the arcs of well-known characters like Timothy McGee, Jimmy Palmer, and newcomer Jessica Knight. There's no doubting that losing Gibbs was a huge blow to maintaining the warmth and family dynamic that viewers loved. The fierce competition in the television industry, especially from streaming platforms, added even more pressure, with some devoted viewers even announcing their intention to quit watching if Gibbs was removed from the show. Producers were well aware that it was difficult to keep devoted viewers while drawing in new ones. Fortunately, NCIS still had some unquestionable advantages. The show had established a strong brand with a loyal fan base and a lucrative revenue stream from international licensing deals and syndication, ensuring financial stability. Weekend and holiday reruns continued to attract millions of viewers, proving the show's enduring appeal even without Harmon's regular presence. Mark Harmon's departure also gave NCIS the chance to restructure and innovate. While many fans expressed their sincere gratitude the question now is whether NCIS can survive without Gibbs in response to Harmon's nearly 2 decades of dedication, as emotional tributes, sentimental photos, and messages of gratitude poured in, thanking him for making Gibbs come to life and making NCIS a vital part of their weekly routines. The producers have taken bold steps, including expanding the franchise with NCIS Origins in this upcoming series, set to debut in October 2024. Mark Harmon will serve as a narrator and executive producer, offering hope that he stays connected to in addition to the hope that Gibbs will return. Fans of the franchise he helped create are thrilled about the prospect of Harmon making special cameo appearances, which the producers have prudently left open to maintain high expectations. As NCIS moves forward, viewers are looking forward to new story character development and the certainty that the show will continue to satisfy without losing the essence that has kept them watching for years. Only time will tell although Mark Harmon played a tough, stoic NCIS agent on screen, his personal life has been full of hardships and intensely emotional moments that many people are unaware of. Beneath his composed exterior, there is a man who has faced significant real-life struggles, sometimes as dramatic as the storylines he has brought to life in his acting career. One of Harmon's biggest challenges was the custody battle for his nephew in the show. Gibbs' legacy will continue to inspire future seasons. When Harmon discovered that his sister Kristen was struggling with severe substance abuse, he felt obligated to protect his nephew Sam. This led to a contentious family argument with Mark and his parents on one side, and Kristen feeling alone and hurt on the other. In the end, Harmon decided to drop the custody claim because he didn't want to further splinter the family. This was a sensitive but extremely important decision. However, the difficulties didn't stop there. In 1996, Mark Harmon became a real-life hero after saving 2 teenagers from a burning Jeep following an accident directly in front of his house. Without hesitation, he used a sledgehammer to break the car windows and pulled the boys out just as the vehicle was about to explode. His brave and alert actions were widely praised, but Harmon's story is a testament to his emotional resilience. Despite being a television icon, Mark Harmon has always chosen a quiet and simple life. After long, exhausting days on set and the glitz of Hollywood, he returns to his home where family comes first. He has been married to actress Pam Dober since 1987, a rare, enduring union in the industry. In a 2013 interview, he humbly refused the title of hero, saying, "I don't deserve praise, because if that car had exploded, those boys wouldn't have their father." When asked about the secret to their happy marriage, Harmon simply responds that they cherish peace and the small moments together. Given the intense personal challenges he has faced, it is easy to understand why he values a simple life, which is a testament to his tenacity. Harmon continues to live by a philosophy of constant learning and overcoming adversity. In the often turbulent entertainment industry, the couple keeps their private life away from the media spotlight, never allowing the press to intrude too deeply. In 2007, Harmon faced NCIS. Beyond television, Mark Harmon has entered the literary world. In November 2023, he and NCIS technical advisor Leon Carroll Jr. released Ghosts of Honolulu, a Japanese spy, a Japanese-American spy. Harmon has described working in the industry as a constant battle and isn't afraid to speak up for fairness and the well-being of his team. Belisario was replaced because of organizational issues on set, demonstrating his strength and integrity. Harmon's interest in untold historical stories and his creative ambition beyond the screen are evident in Hunter and the Untold Story of Pearl Harbor, a book that combines historical research and exciting espionage, inspired by their experiences working on NCIS. His foray into literature is a testament to his relentless drive to explore new horizons even in his 70s. The book has been well received by fans and critics, not only because of Harmon's fame, but also because of the compelling plot and its, though Harmon has stepped away from acting, his release of a work that combines scholarly insight with entertainment demonstrates his desire to push himself and explore new areas. NCIS producers have hinted that Harmon's door is always open and that he hasn't ruled out making special cameo appearances. Would you like to see Mark Harmon return as Gibbs on NCIS? If so, please comment. Thank you for sticking with us through Mark Harmon's story. Please feel free to share your thoughts with No Gibbs. If you like this kind of content, please remember to follow our channel for more stories about well-known people and the surprises that lie behind their lives. You can also hit like and subscribe to ensure that you don't miss any of our exciting upcoming content.